Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another episodes of Now Hot Issue. I'm here again. Myself, this is my third day, and Mio is actually on his way to Tokyo right now. All right, he's flying off to Tokyo already. I hope that he has a good trip, and hope to get some response from him because we asked him. He has agreed that he will update us and send us video what's happening in Tokyo. How's things there, and then besides what's what's how people live, how people in Japan under the pandemic, how do they take care of themselves. I think we need to share, and some probably we could learn a thing or two from how the community of Japan's take the pandemic more seriously than us. I believe so because professors, Dr. Samsu, if you can remember, he said he wanted to make a date with us after he comes back and tell us more about his experience in Tokyo. Right now, that's great. We have such a good guest that's actually asked us that. Please, I would like to share with you when I come back. Now, today, how's everything today? I guess everyone is also pretty excitement what's going to be today. By end of today, is our king, our Agong will be announced, new prime minister. We will see. They're having a rulers meeting right now and see how is it today. So back to us. We're going to bring it. We're going to have some issue today, right? We're going to talk about plastic waste. Yeah, why plastic waste? We have mentioned that too many times, but the latest, we have a report from Kedah Waste Management that recycling center in Bandar Bukit Puchong has seen an increase of plastic waste, like containers, packaging materials from online shopping. You know why? It's very obvious, actually, you come to think of it. For the first 6 months of this year, there's an average increase of 60 tons of recyclable plastic that's sent to the two recycling centers. This is talking about the Bandar Bukit Puchong itself. If you think of it like me, I purchased a lot of things online right now. When I receive things, not only the paper cartons, they wrap out with layers of plastics, bubble wraps, and all these things. So it's twice as more before the pre-pandemic. This is huge. And also because since the dine-in was banned and everyone ordered online, so plastic food containers also has increased. Well, I will update you since today's the first day in phase 1. Some of us might able to go to dine up. I will touch this later for an update. So Malaysia, just out of the record, Malaysia recorded the highest annual per capita plastic usage at 16.78 kg per person before the pandemic. That was 17.78 kg per person per year before the pandemic. I believe we've at least times 2 right now. So the situation is worsening as more Malaysians are purchasing online and receiving food aids in plastic bags. Yeah, come across, yes. Few weeks ago, we have through my good friends and my neighbors, we actually have a close to 200 food aids bags. We have eggs, we have rice, and also all these things we have packed and distribute around the area. That also contribute to the plastic waste, unfortunately. And they also reported as Malaysians used 148 tons of plastic packaging for food last year. Just for food, imagine, 148,000 tons. So there's an NGO, the Greenpeace Malaysia, has say that Selangor government plastic ban program was good, but there was low compliance due to lack of enforcement. Lack of enforcement is one thing, I believe. The second is the people themselves. I have come to the habit, like this morning, I went to the supermarket. Has been quite since last year. I bring my own disposal bag, I practice that now. Every when I go out, I have these bags in my car. I will put it in my cart instead of buying even the plastic bag. Now you have to buy it at least $1. It's quite expensive. So I bring my own recycle bag. So we have to practice this now because the markets, the morning market, the Pasar Malam now is able to open in phase 1 as well. So bring your own bags there, and straws are also portions of it. I thought straws as banned, but I do see some kopitiam or some restaurant, they still use straws. I hope those are recyclable straws, So we have to take this in hand because otherwise our country will pile up a lot of plastics that's not able to recycle, and we hope to cooperate with all the waste company management company. We actually, before the lockdown, the Alarm for SW Corps actually invited us to do a program together. We were really excited. This is to help us. I mean, the part of the team to clean up a river somewhere in KL. We were expected to have a meeting in June. We planned that in May, and June we have a physical visit. But unfortunately, it was because of lockdown. Now I hope that when things are back to normal, we will look into the issue. We want to do some public services. We want to share our part of our contributions to the communities, and do voice out to us in using our mobile app, now mobile app, because we have received quite a fair bit of people highlighting issues in the communities that people dump along the roadside sites and even on the highway and all these things. Please use our app, report to us. We will actually highlight to the authorities to get it cleaned up. But again, we have also our loyal users tell us like the day that they clean up, the next day some culprits will start dumping things on the roadside again. I mean, that's very unfortunate. We have to do some education program within the community. I wish to work with the residents associations of communities to highlight, to have educations program that the residents should not do that. They must have a proper bin. Now against the bins also, please don't just throw it in the bin. Make sure it's in the disposal plastic bag and tie it up neatly and put in the bin, right? So that's because we have to create a very healthy environment, because we don't want another serious pandemic to come to us again. All right. So that's so much about waste management. And what's next? We're going to talk about police monitoring individual under quarantine. That is good because we have come across people wearing the pink so-called ribbon. Is it called ribbon or band? Pink band. They sneak out to buy things. So starting from August 10, fully vaccinated Malaysians and permanent residents are allowed to be quarantined at home. And in Kedah, the police are monitoring on individuals that are undergoing quarantines at home to prevent them from going up to public areas, right, which could cause spreads of the COVID-19 in the States. So it's not only that we propose, or rather it's a good idea that we should have the electronic trackers for those under home quarantine. I think there's no choice, not because you are invading your privacy, but for the benefit of yourself, of everyone's in your neighborhood. We would know, the authorities would know if you sneak out from their house. So I actually support the Ministry of Health to start using electronic trackers for those people who are on monitoring. To share with you, a month or two ago, I stayed in a condo. My downstairs neighbor, who's actually house quarantine, is actually wearing a pink band. He was very stubborn. he was actually going around in the compound of the condo. I actually took it very seriously. I report that to the management. I said, you can't allow that happens. Even for him to take the morning walk, evening not around the walk around the compound, cannot happen at all, because it might pass to the other neighbors. So electronic trackers should be used to track everyone. I mean, it's already practiced in other countries. It should practice here as well. You know, this is my 2 cents worth of my opinion. I don't know what you all think. Hi, Fabian, what do you think? That everyone should be, those under house quarantine, that's so-called wearing the pink band should have also a tracking device as well. I hope that it comes up with that very soon, because you know why? Because as yesterday there was announcements, the rule has been relaxed, that more people in phase 1, a lot of so-called restaurants can be opened. It says here, though fully vaccinated in states under phase 1 of national recovery plans, will be now allowed to dine in eateries, means restaurants, go camping, exercise outdoor, or even go to Pasar Malam starting today, as in today. But I also have a latest news report. Some restaurants in KL refuse to open. They want to monitor because they have learned, they have bitten so many times that they say, we're afraid the government might make a U-turn. And then they say, I'd rather wait and see and monitor how situation's like. I think, yes, we have to be patient. Let's not jump to it. Let's say, you want haircut for the matter. I want to delay and see how is it next month. See any increase, I will call my my barber, my regular barber guy. Say, hey, how's the crowd like? Is it overwhelming? Then I'd rather stay and stay put and wait for the right time to go. So those people that restaurant, all those things, now phase 1 you can actually dine in. Again, please do not bring your children, because your children has not been vaccinated yet. And also, if your regular restaurant, it's good to ask the boss or the operator, have you and your staff been vaccinated as well? If not, please be cautious. We rather wait for a while, everything is settled down. We have time to dine out and enjoy what you used to be, but not to rush everything. All right. So that is my piece of advice. Nick say, no surprise, we are so used to U-turn now. Yeah, we are used to U-turn, but then if it's in business, you start to hire back people, you set up the whole arrangements. There's certain hope, and then what you know, government decide to close it back again. Then it's a real disappointment, and then you have to probably compensate your worker, you know, because when the restaurant is open, you need probably more worker on the front office, on the front restaurant. Then you have to a lot of things need to be done. So my advice is that we have waited that long. First, monitor. Second, the operator themselves, like Pasar Malam and all those things, please, you owe a duties to your people, to your customers, to the people that visit you. Make sure you yourself is fully vaccinated. You hire people that are vaccinated, not those so-called with fake certifications and all these things, because you are putting everyone at risk. And then government might say, now we have to close it down, and you start to blame the government. So we have to work hand in hand, because the DG of MOH said that it's open because of economic reason, but it's still very alarming, the rates going on today. I mean, yesterday is another record high. So that is a very true statement that he made. Yes, we have to live on, because over 20 months, we can't survive anymore. We have to get things starting to move on the business. We have to make money, at least to keep everyone comfortable. But yet we have to make sure that we comply strictly, no shortcuts. That's why he said, I think I agree with Tan Sri Dr. Noor Hisham. We have to open up because we need to survive, but then we are not out of the danger zone yet. We are still in the danger zone. So yeah, let's kita jaga kita. Let's make the environment safe. Another thing, yesterday I mentioned about Kedah facing a sudden rainfall and the cream tree life. And what you know, they actually declared the district of Yan and Kuala Muda has been declared level 1 disaster area in Kedah. And what you know by level 1? Actually, I googled this morning. It says that level 1 emergency is a major emergency, major crisis or disaster that requires an intensive response and commitment of the resources from many departments, units, and usually requires outside assistance. So it's quite a level 1. Do not treat it as just intermediary, just started. It is a very dangerous zone right now, and of course, a lot say because of they clear a lot of the trees, the so-called deforestations. But of course, the Ministry Besar of Kedah denied it's not that. I hope that's not claims or deny, do an actual finding what happened to it, how come such rainfall that caused a level 1 disaster in Yan and Kuala Muda. Is this because of a lot too many trees has been chopped down? We have to find out and take measurements and not to repeat this all again and again. We should not be too greedy. Again, over the last few days, we have, of course, daily planning, and one of the things now we wish to do in future when we have the means, we want to do a campaign of replanting. Where we find that some of the hills has been illegal, invaded, and chopped down the trees. We want to work with the authorities that let's do a campaign. We wish that the public can sponsor trees that we can replant, and not just a replant program, replanting and the campaigns that off. And now will be monitored throughout the periods. Make sure the tree grows, the samplings grows, and it will 5 years programs. What happened to that place? Is that healthy? It's the tree grow back in normal, and we want to make sure that no one actually bypass it and chop it down again. For some selfish act. Because nowadays a good species 5-6 years you can actually put chop it down and commercialize it and sell it as a lot. There's a species around the market at 5-6 years will give you at least a 12 inches diameter, which actually is quite high value. You can actually chop and sell. But we hope to have a program. We have a lot excitement things to do because we're a lot at home. So we brainstorm. We say what's the goods for the society. For Malaysia, we have a lot of areas that we want to do, and we hope soon. Now it's August, probably as in October, I believe as well. Yeah, we are planning something in the evening to address mental issue. I hope you all come and support this as well. Because at now it's all about community, right? Next thing, easier to do planting around residential area. That's true. But you see, like in Yan and Kuala Muda, they are the kampong area, and they are surrounded by forests, and people cut down the forest, deforest it, and that's probably with a heavy rain. This is what happened. They flush down and claim life, and we don't want that to be happening anymore because of the selfish acts of certain people. But well, our journey, and now we are here. we are here to assist, and I hope things will get better. We get firmer. We need your support, please. For those who are people with us, listen to us, please spread, be our ambassadors, spread the good words around. Please support Act Now. It's a free service to our communities. We're not asking you for a single cent. Please download, because more downloads we have, more users we have, we're able to seek sponsors, advertisement sponsor, and we will operate on this revenue. You know, we do not want to tax the user. We don't want to ask the government for money. But we want to be independent. So, and we want to roll out a lot of programs for everyone for the benefit of the communities. Stay tuned with us, because along the time we tell you what we want to do. Not just what we do, we want to iron out. Like the hot issue, I mean, to be frank, it's not very. We have been around since last August or September. It's a very lukewarm response, but we never give up. We are the type, we do not give up. We will build. We will build until the day we're as good as everyone's, like every scandal for matter. Every show that is on, there's a few thousands guarantee of viewers, So we won't give up. We make sure that our programs serve a purpose. Please give us all your opinions to improve ourselves, right? We are no God. We have no so-called formula that's work. And when the first day we roll out, we need feedback. We take constructive feedback, please. Well, that's about the end of today. All right, today is a Friday. It's the start of the weekends, and we hope that everyone have a good peace, a calm weekend. Do something good. I will be busy with my cooking again for the weekends, and I hope everyone pick up some so-called hobby at home right now, because to keep your mind occupied. Otherwise, you would think mostly negative things that flow into your mind. Do something good, something positive. So I have to say goodbye again, and I see you on Monday. And I hope that we get some updates from Mio when he arrived in Tokyo, and how's things in Tokyo right now, right? So take care, everyone. Stay positive and stay strong. Goodbye.